all right? All the money, all the hype, America's team, state of Texas, where I've heard football is somewhat important. Good friend P.J. Pina, we're glad to have him home for the holidays. He's back, lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We talk sports, a lot of great sports and cultural things going on, and it's wonderful. But when you're building $50 million stadiums for high school athletics and football in particular, that tells me that this game is important in your particular society, in your particular, region, of the nation state. When you got movies being made, Friday Night Lights, among others, Dazed and Confused, also set in Texas, I believe. Great movie. Talked about football tradition, so on and forth. I just can't get over. It's such a big deal in Texas and in Dallas. Everybody, it's just like basketball in Indiana. And for all intents and purposes, they are content to live with, abide, suffer through. Jerry Jones is a terrible owner. I'm saying it. And I'm going to make a comparison here. You have Donald Sterling, owner of the Clippers for many years. I'm not talking about the illegal, racist, unethical, on and on track record involving Donald Sterling that went back decades before he was finally ousted as owner of the Clippers. I'm talking about the decades of pathetic, maybe I'm overstating, pathetic, that's too much, but mismanagement, that's the correct term. Decades of absolute disorganization, futility, and incompetence that characterize the Los Angeles Clippers. And the difference between the Clippers and the Cowboys is that they lived with that the idea, when you thought about the Clippers, the first thing that came to your mind, or one of the first couple things, and a good buddy of mine, Mr. Derek Thompson, lifelong Clippers fan, through much of the bad, and now the good, a true fan. Quick digression, I wonder where all those Golden State Warriors fans are this year. That's going to be a case study for another day. I remember William Gates, great film, Hoop Dreams, that you need to see if you haven't seen. It was definitive for my generation, but it's just one of these classic sports films, i.e. Rocky, so many others, that, if you're a sports person, you need to see it. Let me get my desk organized here. Where am I going with this? Remember Will Gates saying, he was, again, this high school phenom? Not necessarily of the character of the individual that I described previously, but he definitely was, a man, he was a titan in his day.
Chances of a West comeback are slipping away. Aguirre for three. I have never seen an all-star game that had such spectacular passing and plays and thundering plays like this. From beginning to end, Billy. Oh, what a way to end this ball game.
And now I want to, play in the NBA like anybody else would want to be That's who. That's something I think about all the time. You know, playing in the NBA.
He was the guy. Can't think of a particular adjective. But in retrospect, looking back, you know what he said? He said, when you got it going on, they will ride the wave right with you. You know, but when you cease to be that all-world, can't-miss prospect and player, where are they now? And that's the story of the Golden State Warriors this year. When you get back to that, that was the story of the Los Angeles Clippers for decades. Losers, bums, no good franchise, laughing stock, and clearly Steve Ballmer